Hello and welcome to Desmond Motors. My name's Mach-E, and over the course of the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to be live and interactive via Facebook to introduce to you what is a once-in-a-generation moment for the icon of the Ford brand that is the Ford Mustang. For the first time in 55 years, Ford are expanding the Mustang lineup. They've taken what the original Mustang represents, which is freedom, progress, a touch of rebellion, and created this, the all-new Mustang Mach-E. The Mustang Mach-E is an intelligent, all-electrical SUV, bursting with features, technology and an exhilarating drive. And as you can see, it really is an incredible looking car. Now, thankfully, I'm not here by myself today. I've got a fantastic team around me, but I'm also joined with Michael. Michael is the sales manager here at Desmond Motors. How are you feeling today, Michael?
I'm great. Bruna, how are you?
I'm very, very well, thank you. This is a massive moment, not only for Ford, but everybody here in the showroom. How excited are you to have the Mustang launching within your showroom?
Everyone here at Desmond's is buzzing to get this week. This really is the way forward for Ford and for ourselves.
Because it is a car for the 21st century, and I definitely think it is the way forward for cars in general, isn't it?
Definitely. The feedback from customers has been superb.
And tell me one thing, what about, have you had a drive in it yourself?
I have. It's better than I expected.
It is, isn't it?
Beats everything that you sort of could, all thoughts of it has just been smashed.
Yeah, see, I thought whenever I first heard, an electrical car for a Mustang, I'd be like, oh, it's going to be a bit slow. The power is just completely out there.
Blows it off.
Isn't it?
It does. It actually beats the Mustang.
It does.
Statement for me, but yeah, beats the Mustang for me.
Well, thank you very much for a little bit of your insight. And as you know, and as I have said, we are live here on Facebook. So if you have any questions for myself or Michael, do not be afraid to drop us a message there. And if we don't get back to you, one of the team definitely will over the course of the next couple of days. Thank you very much, Michael. Well, the Mach-E really is a car that certainly would turn heads in Hollywood. So we asked a leading Hollywood A-lister to star alongside one. Take a look at this.
Should have seen this coming. An icon. Built for freedom. The open road. Power. And rebellion. And just when you think you know where they're going, they do something unexpected. Something that moves us all forward and holds nothing back. The all-electric Mustang Mach-E. An SUV with the heart of a Mustang.
So as you can see, this really is a Mustang for the 21st century, not losing its iconic characteristics like we've seen over the years, like in the 1968 film The Bullet, starring Steve McQueen, which leads us actually to the exterior of the Mustang Mach-E. Starting at, I think we'll start at the front of the car. Now, instantly, you can notice straight away that this is definitely a Mustang with its certain features like its shark nose bonnet, right up onto the long bonnet. Now, traditionally, this would have had a V8 engine on top, but obviously it is an electrical car, so we don't need that anymore. But coming right down to the side of the car, right onto the roof line here itself, this is a fastback coupe roof line. Now, it has additional headspace built in here. Now, coming down to the side of the car, this is an unmistakable trait when it comes to a Mustang itself. Everybody that knows a Mustang will know that this is definitely a feature that is unmistakably noticed. So this is the hunch of the car. Now, if we make our way right back to the end of the car here, to the back end of the car, we've got our tri-bar tail light. Now, the tail light, again, this is an unmistakable feature. Everyone that knows a Mustang will definitely know and recognize this as a Mustang itself. If we run our way right back round to the side of the car, this is probably the first thing that I noticed when I looked at this car, how clear and seamless this side of it is. It has no handles. It's very, very, very clear. But if we hit the e-latch system with just one touch of a button, it can easily open. So no need for clutter and handlings on the side of this car. But if you're anything like myself also, and you're handy of losing your keys, you don't have to worry anymore because we've actually got an e-lock system. Now, what's an e-lock system? It's a security code for the side of the car, which I personally think is amazing. Definitely. Now, it'll open its car. I'm not going to show you that live on Facebook, but it will open the latch and the car will open again for you. Now, if we go back right to the front of the car once again, and we'll make our way to the headlights. Again, these are the tri-bar headlights. Again, another iconic feature for the Mustang itself. But if we look at the front, now traditionally this would have had a grille built into here, but as we have no engine, there's no need for any airflow, so we don't need that feature anymore. But at the bottom of the car, we have an air vent. Now, technically, in other words, the air vent is actually going to cool down your battery and your tires. So, that is a little information on the outside of the car. So this really is a car for the 21st century. The Mustang delivers nearly instantaneous torque and acceleration. Let's have a look at the car in action though.
The rules of gravity cannot be changed, but can they be beat? Can torque be generated at such a force that the agreed upon rules and theories of what's possible no longer apply?
Stand clear.
So the Mach-E really is a step into the future. However, as a manufacturer, the battery technology involved is something that we've been working on for a very long time. But I think we need to look at the heart of the Mach-E now, which is the battery and the transmission. Now, I'm very lucky to say that Michael has popped back on here now with me to give us a little bit more of an insight and more of the technical terms of the actual engine, the battery and transmission.
Yep, the battery comes in two options. It's a 68 kilowatt standard range and an 88 kilowatt extended range. The extended range will give you 379 miles on the rear wheel drive option and up to 335 on the all wheel drive. The single motor for the rear wheel drive, and it's a dual motor for the all wheel drive. And there is no gears in this car. It's a single automatic speed transmission.
Oh, fantastic. So can you break it down for me a little bit more? The one pedal drive, what exactly is that?
The way the one pedal drive system works is,
Right.
as we would say here, is if you plant it.
Oh, right.
Or you
pedal to
push
the board, nearly.
push the pedal
Right.
to go forward.
Okay.
Or if you release it, when you release it then, the car is actually charging a battery.
Right, so technically, just to break it down even more, is the car's actually charging while you're driving then?
Yes, when you're releasing the pedal, it's driving, yep.
Fantastic. I knew he definitely explained that a lot better than I would. Thank you very much, Michael.
You're very welcome.
So that's how the Mach-E can generate energy when it's on the move. But how about when we're at home? How do we actually charge the car? Now, whenever I first seen it, I thought, oh no, this is going to be very technical. There's going to be so many wires. It's going to be too much for me to handle. No, it's not. It's very clean, very simple. And you look underneath the bonnet here straight away, you can see how clean it is. It's got three applicators. So you start with your normal plug. So this is your 3-pin plug. So it's technically a plug that you would use at home. Then we've got our portable. So if you're going for a little bit of a camping trip, anything, this here is the plug you'd use. And then we've got the wall mount. So as I said, very simple and very, very, very easy to use. So just pop that back down again. And finding a place to charge when you're on the move is easy. Through the Ford Pass app and via the Next Generation Sync, you can find almost 155 charging points across Europe, where you can pay via your Ford Pass account. With the recent announcement addition to the BP Plus network to the Ford Pass charging network, UK customers can get access to around 9,500 charging points in the UK, so you're never too far from a place to charge up. Additionally, the Ford charging network in Europe provides fast charging points where you can add an additional 73 miles of driving in as little as 10 minutes. Okay, so we know that the Mach-E is a high-performance, fully electrical SUV with a great range of easy charging, but we haven't really looked at the options in terms of which one we could choose. Well, it's pretty simple, and I'm going to show you this here in the next few slides. Okay, so we'll start with the Mach-E in the rear wheel drive. The standard range gives you 273 miles per range. And then if we go to the extended range, we get 379 miles per range. If we go over to the all-wheel drive, the standard range gives you 248 miles per range, and the extended range gives you 335 miles per range. So there's the options between the all-wheel drive and the rear-wheel drive. But visually, what can we see the difference in? So we'll start with the rear-wheel drive. So it's got your 18-inch alloy wheels. It's got the arches that are in a mould and colour. And then the grille, so the grille's a little different to the sport one, it's a little bit more bracy looking. And then if we go over to the all-wheel drive, we can see that we've got 19-inch alloys in this. We've got bespoke red calipers on it. The arches are a little bit more pillar black, so it's a little bit more standoutish. And the grille is a lot sharper. So it is a little bit sportier. It's got that extra little bit of a kick than the rear-wheel drive. Now, some of the extended features for the extended range. So we'll start with the full panoramic roof. Then we've got the memory front seats. We've got power foldable door mirrors. We've got 10-speaker surround system, hands-free tailgate, and also advanced active parking assistance, what actually gives you 360-degree camera right around the car. Well, that's some of the differences of the car on paper, but I think it's about time that we had a little look inside. Now, starting again, I did show you this earlier, but again, I want to point it out. This is the e-latch system. So again, no handles, one touch of the button, and then we open the car and straight in. So jumping in, and I've said it once, and I'll say it a million times, it just smells beautiful. It shouts out luxury. It feels comfortable, and it's definitely something that I think I should be taking home with me, to be honest. But I want to show you a little bit more detail about the inside of the car itself. So if we start with let's start with the seats. So we'll get the seats. Now, I wish you could smell this car. The smell, it's fresh. You can smell that leather. But this actually is a soft vegan leather. Now, and if we look at, they didn't even miss any sort of attention to detail, because this is all hand stitched red stitching the whole way around the seat and then right up onto the headrest, the whole way throughout the car. But again, if we go to the front of the car, now this is the dashboard. If you like your music, you're definitely going to love this car because it's got 10 speakers built in. So no shortage of sound when it comes to this car whatsoever. But if we make our way down, you can see this is very technical, very 21st century, very clear and crisp. We'll start with this digital. So this is your digital cluster. And this is a section of the car which is actually going to show your speed, your range and your power. So it's very clear, very crisp, but everything that you need to know about the car itself in front of you. But if we make our way into the middle of the car, now this is definitely something, I'm going to call it the heart of the Mustang. And the reason being is because it's got all the information that you need to know about the Mustang itself. Now you can see I've already built in my profile, which is Grania. And then I'll show you this as an example first. So this is the EV charging point. And I feel like this is a very important first thing to show you, because the first thing people think automatically is, oh my, where can I find a charging point? You don't have to fear, because it's all here. Look at that. In a minute. Oh yeah, it's there. So even within a mile radius, we've got one. And then within 5 miles, I think there's about 10 here. So your charging points are very, very, very pointed out for you, so you'll never run out of charge, so don't panic about that. But I think before we go on any further, I have a colleague that is going to give us a little bit of a demo on the actual touchscreen itself of the navigation. So he's going to hit navigation here. And where's he going? Oh, he is away to... Where's he going? He's going to Manchester. Yep, so he's away to Manchester, he's hitting it in. Now, what I like about this is it actually is very, very simple and very straightforward for you, because whenever you type in your location, it's actually going to give you the distance, the battery power and the time of the location you're going to, but it's also going to give you the different locations of power points as well throughout your location. So everything is in step by step for you. Very, very, very simple. Now, if we make our way back to the actual car itself in here, I want to show you as a part of this feature that I just love. Now, this is my favorite part, I think, and it's called driving modes. Now, it should be called driving moods, because this is the section of the car where I feel like you drive this as an electrical in the mood you're feeling. So if we go into active, now active is your normal drive. It's your day-to-day drive. It's your drive home. It provides a balanced combination of acceleration and deceleration response. You can see the colours are quite soothing and blue. But let's move on to whisper. Now, I want to show you the difference of the different moods. I'm going to say moods because it's called modes, but we'll say moods. Whisper is more of a seamless, quiet and calm. It's more of a coast and deceleration response. You can see even the colour tone is completely calmed down as well. It's one of them drives home where your music's really calm. You've had a really, really hard, long day at work. Somebody's annoyed you and you just want to chill out. That's definitely a whisper. That's a Saturday evening whisper. Now, if you're anything like me and you feel a little untamed, I feel like this here is the sport of the electrical Mustang. This is the untamed. It should have been called Grania because it's got the aggressive throttle. It's got the rebellious response with the strong deceleration. It's the type of drive that you would want to feel if you were driving a Mustang, but also with the 10 speakers blasting in the background, definitely. But I think that's a little bit of information on the inside of the car. I think we need to look at the luggage space just to see exactly how much room is in the Mustang itself. So we're going to make our way out of the car. Now just one little touch of the latch. We'll come back out and make our way right back to the back of the car itself. Now I did show you this earlier, but I sort of skimmed over it, but I'm going to show you it properly. Right, so how to open the boot. Very, very simply, just above the number plate, just with one touch of a button, the boot rises itself, so no need to be putting any pressure on it whatsoever. Now, the first initial space actually has 400 litres of space. Now, and then if you put your seats down, that gives you an additional 1,000, so that's a 1,400 litres in total. Now, whenever I first heard that, if you're anything like me, you wouldn't have a clue what it meant. It means there's a lot of room in the boot. So we've got a lot of space in this boot for anything that you want to put in there. Now to close the boot again, it's very, very simple and no pressure, nothing at all. With one touch, that should go down. Yes, it does, thankfully. Very smooth. Love. Absolutely love. Okay, so we're going to go right back to the front of the car, but can I just mention the side of it again? It's like I can see my reflection in it. I just am falling in love with this car. The more I spend with it, the more I want to take it home. It's now like my little princess. I just love it. Love the e-latch system, love the lock system, love the wing mirrors. Don't even get me started on the wheels because I think they're my favourite feature too. But as we make our way right to the front of the car, I just want to show you this luggage space just for one more section, just while we're on the topic of luggage. I did show you this earlier, but I feel that all this section here that I showed you with the plugs can actually be taken out, and this can be used as more luggage space. Now this will give you another 81 litres of space within this luggage, within the front, underneath the bonnet. So another little bit of space for you. We all need a little bit more. I'll just pop that down. Oh, there he is, look. Just like magic. She's just appeared. Michael, how are you?
I'm great.
Now, can you tell me the truth? If you were listening at home, would you be interested in this car after my presentation?
I'd have my deposit on it already.
That's it, I'm changing careers. That's it. So over the last 20 minutes or so while I was talking away, we've had some questions come in. Are you okay to answer a few?
I'll do my best.
Okay. So first question is, when it comes to the warranty of this car, because I know people think now, oh, it's a battery operated car, it's electrical, and I think that's one of the fears. They're thinking, what happens if something goes wrong, or what is the warranty, or what is the warranty on the car or the battery
This car
itself?
will come with an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty.
Okay, so there's
that's
8
for peace
years.
of mind.
Right, okay. So 8 years, so it's 8 years and 100,000 miles.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay. Here's a good one actually. Availability of charging points across Northern Ireland.
There's over 400 charging points
Yeah.
currently in Northern Ireland, but this is increasing rapidly. We
Yeah.
actually have 4 on site,
Okay.
and they've all improved since the last
Yeah.
couple of months. We'd expect a lot more
Yeah, it is
in
growing
the coming
quick,
months.
isn't
It
it?
is very. It's getting a bigger network now.
Yeah, so as I did mention as well, on the digital screen in the car, that will take you from your location right to any sort of charging point within your area or across Northern Ireland. But it is growing at a rapid pace, isn't it?
Definitely.
Definitely the way forward. Okay, this is probably something that I would like to know actually. I like this question. So the specification of the car. So for an example, for anybody that wants to know this, right? So if I was to get, say, the standard range, could I get these beautiful wheels that I just love so much on my standard range, or does it have to just be in the extended?
Unfortunately not, Grania. It would be, the spec is model specific.
Okay.
So if you wanted all the bells and whistles,
Yeah.
you'd need to go for something like an extended range like this for your panoramic roof and the nice wheels, etc.
Okay, we're just all going to have to go for the extended range then, that's it. Extended range is all round.
That's it.
Thank you very much,
You're
Michael,
very-
thank
no
you.
bother.
Well, I think that was, I loved that. That was very, very good. I hope you enjoyed my little run through of the new Mustang, and we will see you all again very soon. But if you have any sort of questions, or if you want to book in for a test drive here at Desmond Motors, do not hesitate. Give the guys a call. They're absolutely amazing here. But until next time, we will see you all again very soon. See you later.